What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 34 of the Trading to Glory. You guys have been showing absolutely amazing support to this series so far. Thank you guys so much for everything, and let's shoot for 1,500 likes on this episode. Today is Sunday when I'm recording, so it's the Monday morning upload. We've got Halloween Scream Boost happening in 7 minutes and 39 seconds. That's an accurate timer right there for my real time right now, which is 1:52 p.m. here in Eastern Standard Time of the United States. But ultimately, what I did was I sold into the hype. Now, I accidentally cleared my transfer list, but I sold all of my Scream cards. I have no more left. I don't think I have any in the club, so I sold everything into the hype. They all rose a few thousand coins. Now, obviously, they were higher earlier in the week as well, and we sold at those times as well, but we made profit, and that's the good news. We're up to 1.3 million coins liquidated, but we have no idea what to expect here in 7 minutes. Obviously, we're going to see boosts, but will we see a squad building challenge to kind of combat the panic selling? Because here's the deal. If they don't drop an SBC today that requires a Scream card, then these things are going to absolutely crash. Now, obviously, if they drop one requiring a Scream card, they're going to take an initial rise. They'll take an initial rise in price, then they'll drop from undercutting. That's when we're going to pick up a few more, and then overall they'll start rising again, and we can make profit again off of these cards. And obviously, I would want to try to snipe right when they release it. So I'm going to be ready when they drop, hopefully an SBC, but I don't know if they're going to require a Scream card, and that's why I wanted to sell into the hype, guarantee my profit, and not take any risk, which is the #1 rule, guys. Sell into the hype if you want to guarantee your profit. Obviously, it's up to you if you ever want to take a risk on anything, and that's kind of your judgment. Sometimes I take risk on things. I took a risk last player of the month. It didn't work out. I ended up not making as much profit as I could have. But ultimately, if you guys want to guarantee your profit, sell into the hype. Right now, we still got quite a few things on our transfer list. And here is what we've got. We've got a lot of these 84 wingers, and we bought those in episode number 32 when we were buying wingers that were 84 rated when the untradeable Scream SBC was out, and those were very, very low in price. These Bernardo Silvas were down to 2,300 and lower, and essentially it was the same price really for the Draxler as well, about 2,300 coins overall. We got some for really good deals, like a Bernardo Silva for 1,500 there, and the reason I wanted to pick those up is because they're 84 rated. Obviously, they're going to rise into a squad building challenge eventually, but also that Bernardo Silva is beginning to rise into the player of the month hype. Given the fact he is an 84 rated player from Manchester City, he's gone from about that 1,500 to 2,300 range that we were getting him in. He's already up to about 3,900 coins, so that is a lot of profit that we've already made on him, and I can only see him going up within the next week because he'll continue to get hyped up, especially once those nominees come out and we see like 3 or 4 Manchester City players being nominated for the player of the month. But we've got 5 more minutes. I'm going to get ready, and I'll see you guys once these Screams get boosted. It is now time for the boost. The boost got upgraded a couple minutes before the actual time ran out. So right now, Sven Bender, as you can see here, is 87 rated now, which can be used in those Del Piero, those Overmars, those Rui Costa, Icon SBCs. And there was no new squad building challenge. So what we're going to see is just a huge panic selling from everyone who did not sell their cards into the hype. So right now, Sven Bender was going for about 23K. That's what we sold him for. He's already down to 22. He's going to keep dropping here. And what's going to happen is that they're going to continue to get panic sold and undercut, and once I think that they might hit their minimum, I might pick up a couple just to see what happens. They might be releasing an SBC a little bit late, I don't know. Sometimes they are a few minutes late to dropping an SBC, so that could be the case this time. I'm going to continue to check the squad building challenges, but I'm pretty happy that I sold into the hype this time around. It was definitely the right choice. We made a ton of profit off Scream cards this week, and we didn't even need any SBCs to help us out. We just made profit from investing at the right times and selling into the hype at the right times. I'm going to quickly get into this Inform investing right now, because right now it is pretty easy to get some good deals. We've got a Moy here for about 23K, completely fresh. So we're going to send that to the transfer list. Obviously, I explained in the last episode that that would be a good investment simply due to the fact that Aaron Moy is a an English League player, a Premier League player. And as we get close to Player of the Month, that card will definitely be rising into the hype, similar to Otamendi, similar to Brandt, similar to Fulkrug, etc., etc. Since it is late in the week, it is Sunday, I'm going to go ahead and do the marquee matchups now. This is what I suggest doing for all of you guys. Always wait until later in the week to do marquee matchups, especially during rewards. You can get these for super good deals. So we're going to start with Manchester United versus Spurs. So if you guys haven't done it, this is essentially how I did it. I went with the 6 required Premier League players on the defense. I was able to snipe all these for pretty cheap, and considering we needed a 79 rated, I went with all these discard players that are like 80 rated and rare. You got 81 rated Keane for 700. We got 78 Ben Mee for 650. We got Lowton for 750, the goalkeeper Caballero for 600. Then we went with Carrick for 800. We went with Wanyama for 1,000. And then all the players up top are discard price, getting us a 79 rating. You get a 15K pack in return for that squad, which I think is worth it because it does put you towards a 45K pack for completing it overall. The most worth it out of all of them, without a doubt, is going to be Sevilla versus Leganes, which gives you a 25K pack for pretty cheap. As you guys can see here, I just went with a full team from La Liga, and you don't really need that high of rated cards because you only need a 79 rating. So I went with a couple higher rated players like Rico for 800, and then I was able to get Vasquez for 800, and that gets the Sevilla requirement here along with Lenglet. And then I just went with a bunch of non-rares that I could get for near discard for the rest of the squad. Really, the only player that I spent more than like 650 coins on was going to be these rare cards. All the other ones are discard. Obviously, I had loyalty on this one and on this one, so you guys can go with the exact same players as I did. You don't need loyalty if you were to copy this exact squad, and it is pretty cheap. So let's go and submit that for a 25K pack, and then we're going to go and move on to Panathinaikos and Olympiacos, where you only need one player from either of those teams. But the hard part is really just getting those 3 Greece players in there and then still getting chemistry. So how I did that was I went with a full Augsburg's defense because I've got this Greece goalkeeper here for 850 coins, and then I got a weak link between this Greece center mid Samaras and then the striker Mitroglou. Now if Mitroglou was still over at Benfica, then that would have gotten a hyperlink, but it's only a weak link right now, so I went with a strong link with Ocampos. And since we needed somebody from Panathinaikos, we got this guy from Argentina, and he's going to get a weak link there with the left winger. And then over here we went with another Augsburg center mid and then a right mid that's just simply from the Bundesliga that gets a strong link there and gets exactly 90 chemistry. And so you are only going to need one position changer because this guy actually is first owner, so you would need to get the center mid simply would need to be German and center mid, not CDM, and that would be how to do it right there. I suggest just not getting that CDM and just getting a center mid. You don't want to buy the position change card. So we're going to move on to Zerk versus Basel, which was super, super easy. I am using loyalty on this team as well. The only difference that you guys would need to do is replace this left mid with a center mid, and that's all you would need to do because those are players that I just had chilling in my club. But on the defense, I actually went with Kauchawa because you can get these guys for pretty cheap on Buy Now. The goalkeeper for 200. You can actually get this goalkeeper for 200. I actually bought the goalkeeper for 200 and then realized I had him in my club. But he was 200. The right back was 200. And then you can get the 3 golds pretty easily from just sniping the cards for pretty cheap. 550 there. 450 there. Very, very cheap. And you get a rare consumables pack there. And then we also get a 45K pack. So go ahead and before I open the pack here, guys, comment down below what you think the highest rated card will be. Knowing my pack luck, comment down below what you guys think the highest rated card out of all 5 packs will be. We'll get the rare consumables pack out of the way early. We were able to get a couple of position changers in here along with a lot of fitness cards. Now, unfortunately, fitness doesn't go for as much as it has in previous years. So we'll just go ahead and send everything into the club and move on to the better packs. We've got a Jumbo Premium Gold pack. We're going to go ahead and go with the Electrum Players pack because I feel like the Jumbo Premium would be even better. So I want to go from the least valuable packs all the way up to the most valuable packs. Here we go. We got our first rare card, and it's going to be a striker from Zenit and Zuba. He'll probably go for like 900 coins. Next pack is the Jumbo Premium Gold pack. This is twice the size of a 7.5K pack. It's the 15K packs that you guys see in the market. It's not going to be a board drop. It's going to be another rare card though. But there are some good non-board drop rare cards. This is not one of them. We do actually get 5,000 coins at the end of that pack though, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. That's a really good pull for a 15K pack there. That's probably going to be our best pull out of the entire pack opening, though. We've saved the best for last. We've got a rare gold pack, which is a good 25K pack, and a 45K pack. Surely we'll get a board drop in one of these two. Here we go. First one is going to be no board drop, I don't think. Nope, no board drop. Give me Rashford, then. Rashford. Ugh. Turkey. It's Turan. Okay. 45K pack. We know goes for 800 coins. Brilliant. It's been maybe about, 2 hours since these have been released as upgraded cards, as the activated Scream Boost and Perisic. he's taken a hit. He's down to under 100,000 coins here, and he was 125k before the boost was activated a few hours ago. So he's dropped about 25% of his entire price. Ribery, same exact thing. Ribery was chilling around 95,000 coins. Ribery is now under 80k. He's not only under 80k, he's now under 70, it looks like 76k right now. I've seen him up at 70k a few times as well. Very, very low in price. Now, the only cards that are sort of holding a little bit of value are the cards being used in the Del Piero SBC, Rui Costa, and Mark Overmars SBCs. And that's going to be Mark Bartra as one of them. But ultimately, he's still dropping. Every single card is still dropping. Bartra has gone from about 28, 29k all the way down to 24k, and that's one of the cards that is being used in the squad building challenges. So that basically just proves how significant the crash has been and the panic selling and the undercutting, and it's going to continue to do this unless there is an SBC to recover it. But so far, there's been nothing, and there's really no sign of anything that we've seen. Now, there is speculation that it could come out any day, but there's never been any confirmation or anything that leans us towards there being a confirmed SBC. But we were selling these Van Dams earlier for about 17 to 18,000 coins. This Van Dam is getting close to discard price now. Ridiculous. Probably the same thing for the Forster, given the fact that Forster is only going to be, I believe, 86 rated with his card. Forster is not going to be used in those SBCs because you can use other 86s like Pepe for about the same price. Now, given the fact that he is, I guess, 86 and Pepe is like 18k as well, okay, Forster might be used a little bit in the SBC, but Van Dam and even Pulisic is a great card, and a lot of people love to use him, especially the people from the USA, but he's dropped all the way from like 28k. He's under 20k because he's not being used in SBCs. He's down to 19,000 coins, and even though he has 93 pace, 87 dribble, he's the American hero right now, very, very hyped up, he still has no value because there's just no SBCs. There's no SBCs to hold these up. So until then, we should see them continue to drop in price unless they're used in the Icon SBCs. Next, we have the biggest card that we've got on the account yet. That's going to be an OTW Lukaku here for 805,000 coins. And with OTWs in general being so low right now, I couldn't help myself but to pick up a Lukaku here. I got him on bid, obviously, and considering I've seen him sell for quite a bit more just recently, I think it's a good deal. And then if you take a look at Footbin, I'll just go ahead and explain it to you guys. But essentially, just yesterday, the lowest he was 900k. That's the lowest he was yesterday. And then on Friday, the lowest he was about 960k. So he is down really low right now, and I'm not sure how much lower he's actually going to get, but this just seems too low for me. So I was able to pick him up. And before game days, he does seem like he rises up to about 1 million coins. Almost there. Not quite in his most recent game day, but almost 1 million coins. So all I would need to do to profit off of a card this big was, because there is 5% tax, I would need to sell this for 850k or more, which I think is a easy objective, considering that Manchester United do play Chelsea this weekend, and that's going to be a big game. A lot of eyes on it. I think a lot of people will be looking to pick up a Lukaku a few hours before the game starts, and that's when I'll sell him, hopefully for almost 900k if I'm lucky, and make a nice, 40, 50k profit. We'll see how this works out, but let's go ahead and send him to the transfer list. That is the biggest card that we've picked up in this series so far, so go ahead and drop a like on the video for that. Lukaku is legitimately already up to 887,000 coins, and he was down to about 840 pretty normally for about an hour and a half there, but he has recovered. Now, what's going to happen here is when a card rises that quickly, you'll see a few guys try to undercut that 887. So you're going to see this card go from probably 887 down to about 860. I can't see it getting too much lower than 860, but I can see it getting down to 860 here in the next few hours. And then what will happen is that then he'll slowly increase normally, and then he won't get those undercuts, especially as we get closer to the Manchester United versus Chelsea game, which is this weekend. I don't want to hold this card until there's Black Friday hype, which should be happening in a few weeks now. That's not until the 24th of November, so we don't have to worry about that quite yet, but we will have to worry about it a lot sooner than normal just because the trading community continues to grow, which means that more people are going to be aware and more people will be selling a lot earlier. So normally, you know, in previous years, you'd have to sell maybe a week early, a week and a half early. This year, maybe 2.5 weeks early just to be safe. Some people have probably stayed liquidated just in case as well. But we've explained how you guys can invest in Black Friday in the previous episode, but that's just kind of what you can expect. When cards rise so quickly like that, there always ends up being a little bit of undercutting, and people who bought them for like 830K, or people like me who got them for 805K just about, maybe it was like 45 minutes ago, they're going to see, oh, he's up right now, I'm going to go ahead and take my profit and get out, but realistically that just causes his price to go down a little bit. So that's what happens every single time a card goes up really, really quickly like that, unless it's used for an SBC. And even when it is used for an SBC, that happens. What'll happen is, let's say it's a player of the month, I don't know, let's say it's player of the month Sane, and you need an actual Sane to, this is just just hypothetical, it's not, I'm not saying it's going to happen. Let's say there's a squad building challenge within it that just, you have to submit Sane, his regular card. So what'll happen is that Sane will go from 20K, that'll skyrocket probably up to, you know, 80K, whatever his cap is. He'll go to 80K, and then what'll happen is there's a lot of undercutting. So it'll go from 80K all the way back down, probably like 60K, and then once it hits that bottom, once it hits that trough, then it'll slowly rise again. And that's always the second time in which you can buy and still get a good deal during squad building challenges. But that's kind of a good thing to know going in, you know, in FIFA 18 in general. It's just a good thing to know. We've got some good news and some more good news. The first good news is we're getting some more informs from the current team of the week before squad battle rewards drop here in about 20 minutes. So I'm going to pick up a couple more moys, maybe get ourselves some other team of the week cards, but also the Lukaku card that we've been looking at for, you know, probably 2 hours now since we bought the card. The Lukaku has gone from that 805K that we got him for. So take a look at this. We got him for 805K, obviously not selling for that. We go up to 835K, 845K, 855K. Again, we just bought this 2 hours ago. And he's over 900K now. The cheapest card's actually 909. I checked it there a minute ago. It's not selling at 909 currently, but once that doesn't sell, the next cheapest card is going to be 929,000 coins. So honestly, if I could sell that for 925K overnight, I'd be pretty happy with that. But they do play Benfica here on Tuesday, so that's something to keep in mind. Would he be higher on Tuesday morning? Probably. I might hold him till then. Also, they play Chelsea, as I said earlier, this week, so that's pretty dope. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to pick up these Team of the Week cards, and as it is the Sunday, and this will be the Monday upload, the Sunday bidding method is going to be OP. That's how we're probably going to be ending this episode. I know it's not been too long of an episode, but we've covered what we needed to cover for today, and I don't want to make it longer than it has to be, obviously. I want to keep it, like, obviously it's going to be longer episodes because I have a lot of content, and I always talk about a lot of different trading methods, sniping filters. I talk about a lot in my episodes, but if, you know, it's a short episode, I don't want to make it longer than I have to make it, you know what I'm saying? Just sniped a Moy for 23K. Now I'm going to stack up on as many of these as I can, as I know I'll be making profit as we get closer to Player of the Month. Also, picking up Fulkrig's is a good idea just because he's German. He's a, you know, decent rated inform for a discard price card. Got him for 12K here, 79 rated in the Bundesliga and German. And the reason I want to pick him up is because of Sane, most likely winning Player of the Month with 3 goals and 3 assists. I think that he'll definitely get hyped up into the Player of the Month hype as well. So not only would Premier League informs like Moy get hyped up, but Fulkrug and the other German informs would as well. The bidding is paying off. We have already got quite a few cards in the last 10 minutes of bidding. We've got some Castros here, a couple Belantas throughout the next page. A lot of Belantas for minimum. Obviously, no risk there, but I do have to sell them within the next, I'd say, 12 hours, just because of the fact that that's for marquee matchups. That's why he's inflated, so I don't want to wait till marquee matchups change. We even got a Toprak there for 1,100 there, so that's not bad. Jefferson for minimum. A couple Zirkovs for pretty close to minimum. Pretty sure I got a Toprak as well for 700 coins in here somewhere, but ultimately a lot of good deals. Yeah, there's the Toprak for 700 coins. Sometimes those just sneak through and you can make easy coins. I'm trying to bid on some Mascherano's and some 83 rated cards because those are always needed in SBCs. To the next page, I'm still bidding on cards. Juan Franz, Mascherano's, got a bid on all of those, but the most important part is I'm bidding, and I'm continuing to bid on different cards and getting a lot of deals, and I'll be able to flip these cards easily for triple the amount of coins that I bought them for. Balanta, I'll be able to sell for 1,200 coins without a doubt. Castro, I'll be able to sell for probably like 1,500 to 2,000 coins. It's just easy profit every single Sunday. And although it is kind of minuscule in terms of the amount of coins we have now, but I'm not going to pass up on an easy 30 to 50 to 100k some weekends on this bidding method. That's going to be it for today's episode, guys. Be sure to drop a like on it if you did enjoy, and also subscribe to the channel if you are new. Go ahead and find any social medias that you guys want to follow me on down there. Twitter, Twitch. Twitch is an important one. I stream every single day over there. Snapchat doesn't really matter. I'm not even very active there. But also follow my Instagram, instagram.com/elite. That's going to be it for today's episode. As I said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.